Welcome back, Stitchy friends. It's been a couple weeks since I did a video, maybe 3 at this point, so I thought it was about time to catch you up on projects, and I have an especially exciting whip to show you today too. I've actually gotten to more knitting and crochet projects, so I don't have as much stitching projects except for the one, but it's been fun to do some other stuff too. So I'm gonna start with this finish because I can't remember if I showed it in my last video or not, so you have to see it again. I finished. I don't think I did, because if I had, it would be in the bin under my bed, so you must not have seen it. I finished my Dimensions Gold kit, and I'm just gonna finish this as an ornament, but I'm not stitching the back like the pattern calls for. There's some opal ribbon in there too. It's really pretty. The light's being weird now. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad it's done. Dimensions kits are, I mean, no joke. They have lots of details, so. Okay, so that was my one finish. Now I have whips. And I don't even really know where. Well, I guess I had another finish. Another FFO. This is my daughter's mermaid tail blanket. So, super cozy. Was really quick to crochet. I think I did it in 2 days. The body part. And then I did the tail the following weekend. So, hers is all done. I'm working on Ethan's. Only his is going to be a dragon tail, not a mermaid tail. The body part is done. My crochet hook was in there. So this is the yarn that we got, and we got it at Hobby Lobby. Very cool variegated colors. And it's super cozy. And I got the first dragon scale done, or, you know, spike, whatever. I'm not using a pattern for these triangles, so I'm just kind of winging it, and I don't know if I'm happy with this one, but I'm also at the point where I want this project done, and I'm kind of lazy and don't want to take it out and redo it. So I think I'm just going to make the next one better. And my last current knitting whip, I had bought a coordinating yarn set at Michael's that I know I showed before. So I've been working on this scarf. This is the last color that will come after the pink. Very simple pattern, but still very pretty, and I have to watch some YouTube videos and learn how to weave in the ends, because I don't know how to do that yet. I mean, it can't be too different than crochet, but we'll see. All right. I'm dropping things. Okay. Stitching whips. I know I talked about this before. One of the customers at her shop wanted this stitched up. She's not a stitcher, so I told her I would stitch it for her, because really, I mean, it's not a whole lot of... Roxy, you don't have to go out. You're just doing that to annoy me at this point. And she picked out fabric, came in one night and picked out fabric and floss. So I started that for her, and I have the moose done. It's a pretty cute moose. So I'd say that's good, almost halfway done at this point. Need to get that finished up for her. And because of that and one of my other whips, the model that I'm working on, I'm not doing Stitch Mania this year, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because I really I did it the last 2 years, and I started a new project every day. So I did work on this whip a little bit the other night, the Northern Lights, but all I did was add like 20 stitches in there. I kind of lost my stitchy bug the last few nights. I've just kind of been lazy, but I picked that up. I'll leave it on the Q-snap because I would like to get back to that one soon. I started a Halloween theme. Well, it was gonna be Biscornu. So the first side is this witch. Now you can actually kind of see what it's supposed to be, in a full moon on a broom. And I can't show you the pattern because all it is charts. And then this other side is going to say cross stitch witch. So I thought that was cute. And it's just magazine insert that I had. And this is fabric from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. And apparently I do have to let the dog out just because she loves to annoy me. Seriously. Go. I'm not letting you in. Okay, my last two whips are a lot more exciting. So, a while ago, I posted in Stitch Mania. Okay, my mom gave me all of these hoops, and I just randomly found them in the bottom of this bag. I had mentioned I posted in Mania about a dream I had. And this dream that I had was, I was talking to a coworker of mine, and I had asked her if she had started this cross-stitch sampler yet, because each block came with a dinosaur, and I got really playful T-Rexes, so I was really excited. So anyway, from that came the T-Rex Quaker sampler. I have it all charted up. I've got some colors picked. I've got a little bit started. It got put on the back burner with the model that I'm doing, but here's what I have so far. There's that little T-Rex. I'm super excited to see how this turns out. And it seems like whenever I stitch my own designs, I'm frogging a lot more than any other time. So I get really annoyed with that. Okay, last whip. This was the model that I'm working on. My friend Karen sent this over to me, and she said that I can share this. This is, it's Meridian Designs. I'll put the link below. I will link below. But here is the picture of what the model is. This pattern, and she did post this on her Facebook before market. Come on, lighting. Okay, Sweet Maple. It is available for pre-order still, so I'll put the email address below that you can contact Karen at. And when I got this from Karen, let me show you where it was at. Oh man, where's the picture? Well, I'm not sure where the actual picture went, but this is, there was some more yellows done down in this area when I got her. So, actually her arm was finished too, now that I think of it. So, here is where Sweet Maple is at now. She's gorgeous. And some of these colors are Dinky Dye Silks. Oh my just beautiful. So I've obviously added to the skirt. And then today I went in and started back at the top and added all of the beads on this half. And I'm just going to work my way down so I can get through some of the pages and have them completely done. So my next step will be to put this on my 11 by 17 Q-snap, and I'm going to start back stitching the arms and working my way back down. And there are beads and stuff in the skirt too. So here's that pink and red and orange, and there's a yellow and a light green in there. Those are all dinky dyes. They're beautiful. So I will link that below. Feel free to reach out to Karen, get that pre-ordered. She is a lot of fun to stitch. I'm super excited to finish this up. I'm really excited to see how it finishes. There's Krynic in the skirt and everything too, so that's my exciting whip. Okay, alright, so we already made it through finishes and whips. Haul, I have a lot. I always do this to myself, don't I? So, the scarf. That yarn is from Michaels, and it's the coordinating pack. It's what is it? Karen and Pantone Bamboo Yarn Inspirations packs. And the regular price on these is $8. But Michaels often puts them on sale for $5. So I picked up a bunch, and I didn't really realize how many I picked up until just now, because I actually ordered some online too. I ordered some of their clearance colors because they were $3.97 each. And the problem with online is you have to, just 1 second. Get in here. Hey, come on. Roxy, no! No! Come on! You're so disgusting. And that's why I don't want to let her out, because she goes around and finds crap in the yard to eat. Literally crap. Anyway, I bought 3 of this colorway in the store. I really like that color. And then I ordered an additional 3 on their website. So I have 6 of this one. I'd like to make a shawl for myself with that. Hoping it'll be enough. I don't know. I'm going to kind of have to play around with it. It does say that it's a bulky, no, it's a medium weight. And it's 3.5 ounces in each set. So I have that colorway. I have 3 of this. I have 3 of this. 3 of this. Suddenly I have a yarn problem. I bought this one because I thought I had 2 of these already and it was the wrong colorway. So I may use that for a scarf like the one that I'm working on. And I don't think they're going to be long enough by themselves. So once I finish the 5 colors, I've got some coordinating that I'm going to probably do like a color block on the last part. Then I have 3 of this colorway. Pretty purples. I have 4 of this one. This is another one that I'd like to use for a shawl. 4 of this, and then I also have the pink and the cream to coordinate that I can do with those. I'm gonna have to find me some knitting patterns now, huh? And no, that's not all. I promise this is the last of the yarn. I have 5 of this colorway. I love it. Love it. And honestly, I kind of had to get it because it was an owl. That was their color palette. So, yep. So I have 5 of that, and then again, I got 2 coordinating skeins. And those are actually 3.5 ounces too. It's just of a solid color. Sorry for the crinkling. I know that the plastic bags are noisier. Okay, I gotta find somewhere to store all of this now, which is gonna be awesome fun, right? No. I also picked this up at Joann's. Fat quarter bundle. They were 40% off, I think. Had some flamingos. So it has those flamingos. It has the pineapple, the leaves. I don't really care for that. And different flamingos. Ideally, to make into project bags, or maybe bribe my mother into making into project bags. I picked up the America the Beautiful thread pack from Victorian Motto. All beautiful reds and blues and a couple golds. There's that. And I'm no longer subscribed to her floss or fabric of the month. I have taken a break from that. But I did like this collection and wanted to pick that up. And I am proud of myself. I was very restrained with my Moe's sale purchases. I still made some, but I didn't go as crazy. I got 1 skein of each of the colors that I did buy. So the 1 week I ended up with these 6. Not too bad. And then the following week, I ended up with these 3 cotton. So these are the cotton. And I picked up 2 of her silk. And I'm not sure how I'm going to like stitching with this silk. It's not like Dinky Dyes like I'm familiar with. I mean, it's very soft, but it's, I don't know. It's the ones that they're all single strand. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I picked them up. I really liked the bright colors. I'll have to find a project for those. I picked up beads when I was at Joann because they were 40% off, 50% off. I don't know. Picked up some new beads because I'd like to start making some scissor fobs again. Getting those posted online. So I had to pick up just a few fun ones. This is from Stash Unload. This is a mystery even weave. Pretty true to color. Maybe a little bit more yellow in person. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Hand dyed by Rolanda. This was an opal. Oh, so pretty. 32 count. And this is a 28 count casual. This is just not solid, but it's not an opal. That's what I'm trying to think of. I'll have to find a mermaid or something for that one. And then, of course, no shopping trip on Rolanda's Etsy page is complete without floss. new silk colors, and new cotton colors. Very pretty. And she sent chocolates for the kids. Not for me, for the kids. And then I had this show up in the mail. So I went out to the mailbox one day, and I had a package from Color and Cotton. I was like, well, that's really weird. I haven't ordered anything from them. And so I opened it up, and there were 7 cuts of fabric in there. And I was like, I definitely didn't order 7 pieces of fabric. You know, nope, something's wrong. They got the wrong person, or, you know, shipped it to the wrong person. So I came in the house and pulled up my account with Color and Cotton on my phone. Turns out I did order these. I ordered them on February 7th. And they showed up almost 3 months to the day later. They're gorgeous. They really are. But 12 weeks, that seems like a lot. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter because I clearly didn't remember ordering them and wasn't too worried about not having them. But I got a fat quarter of 36 count sampler gold. It's a very nice neutral. And then the rest of them are fat 8ths. And this one's 28 count. This is ruby. It's a very deep red. This is a 32 count Cielo? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This one's gorgeous. 32 count Belfast Emerald. Oh my god, that green. It's so much prettier in person. I don't know what to use it for. 28 count River Rock. Picked that up for a neutral, I guess. And then these two. One is 28 count, one is 32 count, one is patina, and one is dried sage. Can you tell the difference? Patina, dried sage. And they're not that green in person. Very pretty, but it just really very similar. Why do they show up so green on camera? It's insane. So that was my surprise Color and Cotton order. I had a big bag at work last week. These two little Mill Hill kits. Those are just so stinking cute. I had to get them. Plus this bigger Mill Hill kit. Well, duh. We know I had to get that. And of course, my Fantasy Collection Biscornu, next in the series. I picked up some neutrals to have on hand. 28 count Storm Lugana, 32 count Limestone Lugana, and 32 count Dark Cobblestone. Isn't that cute? The cats. I had to get that. So cute. Comes with the little felt square. It was a big hands-on design week, and I know most everybody has seen these because they're all from Market, but we're finally getting them in. They've been on back order. So, got my flamingos. I got my Scary Apothecary series. And I think I heard somebody say that the next round for this series is coming out this month, maybe? I'm not sure. I gotta go back and see if I can find that. Picked up 2 of Misty Purcell's patterns. So cute. And I did not see this right away, but this I think was a market release, like right around that same time at least. I had to get it. I had to. It's from, what is it? Franny Ritter. Glory to God in the highest. And then I ran across this when I was straightening shelves. Old Plum Street samplers. Toil and Trouble. I think it'll be a great way to use a lot of my fancy flosses now that I have in those trees. Picked up next. No, this came in the mail. This came in the mail. I didn't pick it up. Next issue of World of Cross Stitch. There wasn't a ton in this one that I really was intrigued by. Yeah, a couple things, but not a whole lot that was my taste. Let me see if I can find the one pattern. Here it is. Okay, I like this one. I'm thinking I might stitch it and cut it off here. I really like the, you know, the black work part, but maybe I'll just take off the bottom alphabet and the numbers and watering cans. And I think I'm gonna use some of my fancy floss for those, because it's flowers, you know, give them some color. Stash unload. I must have bought this a while ago. I don't remember. It just came in the mail today, but I don't remember. Pick this one up. I would be stitching that without the words. Make that into an ornament maybe. I don't know how big it is. I don't know what the stitch count is. See if I can find it. Stitch count is 133 by 138. Might be a little bit large for an ornament, I suppose. Unless I were to stitch it like over 1 on 28 count. I picked this up from Michelle Garrett. Bendy Stitchies D-Stash. I have this one already, so I'd like to stitch them both. This was my next Little House, or the Silver Needle Little Help from Our Friends Stitching Circle. And it's a full kit. And it also has this little needle minder in it. Bee needle minder. So this does have everything to make that little pillow. I think that's cute. It's a cute one for spring. And then, okay, these kits are amazing. I got these off of Etsy. And they shipped really fast. I got them within 10 days, I think. They came from the Ukraine. This is one of them. How gorgeous are those colors? And this actually came with linen. There's the colors. I just love it. Love it. And then this one came from the same shop. Little Mermaids. This one came with Ada, so I may be swapping that out for some even weave, especially if there's, I don't know if there's any like fractional stitches or anything, but I don't like splitting Ada, So I'll have to take a look at the pattern and maybe switch it out for some even weave. And I ordered from another Etsy shop from Russia 3 weeks ago and still have not received that. Might be more than 3 weeks ago at this point. Obviously, I know since it's coming from out of country, it's going to take a little bit longer. So I'm just going to kind of have to watch for that. I think that's all I've got. Life updates. Let's see. I've just been working and doing some stitching. We've gotten some nicer weather here now. A couple of really nice weekends. We went last weekend and got Ellery a new bike with training wheels. And yesterday she rode it for the first time, well, by herself. She actually let me let go, and she did it herself a little bit. Ethan had his like end of the year music performance for his class on Monday, so I was able to go to that. It was super cute. But oh my gosh, I don't know how that music teacher does it with all of those kindergartners. Insane. And I'm obviously the not fun parent because I was sitting and watching these songs that they're singing with little dances, you know, and the kids were getting a little bit hyper, and I just wanted to be like, sit down, you know, stop doing that. You're gonna step on somebody. I don't know how the teachers do it. God bless them. Let's see. Brian and I haven't really done a whole lot else. We took care of some stuff in the yard. We dug out, we had some decorative grasses that had started growing in the fence line, and it was really starting to take up the actual space where the gate is on the one side. So since we've had so much rain, I made Brian dig that out of the ground. We still have to fill the trench, but the grass is gone. That's about it. It's been kind of quiet. My mom had surgery last week, so I've kind of just been hanging around to see if she needs help with anything. Here's the Romeo. The Romeo. You say hi? No? Okay. Yeah. Took the cat. Oh, here's a good story for you. Last Monday, I had to take the cats to the vet just for their regular. They both needed a couple shots, and you know nothing was wrong with them. But I've always just thrown both cats into one carrier. So I get to the vet, sit down, cats are in their carrier. There's this lady with her little foo-foo dog sitting in the cat area because her foo-foo dog's afraid of dogs and cats, from what I could tell. And she's sitting there, and we kind of talked a little bit. There was this really, really crazy lady at the counter, and we were kind of talking about her before she stormed out. And this gal that was sitting there, gal that was sitting there looked at my cat carrier, and she's like, oh, I hate those kind of carriers. They always break open, and then you have the top separated from the bottom. I was like, okay, well, whatever. I've never had a problem. So we go in the room, we get our shots, the doctor looks at them, I put them back in the crate, and I'm walking out to go to the door, and the frickin' crate broke open, and that lady was still in the waiting room, and she's like, that's why I hate those. And I took a lot not to say anything, because it was her fault in the first place. She jinxed me. Put the cats back in the carrier, snapped the lid back on. Put my hood up because now it's pouring rain. Get 2 steps down outside and the cat carrier breaks open again. And now we're in the pouring rain. Outside. And the cats are kind of freaking out. So I grabbed both cats, threw them in the car. Went back, got my crate pieces, threw those in the car. Drove the 5 minutes home cussing the whole time. Got home. I had a babysitter for the kids because Brian was gone. And it was our daycare lady. She came over and just sat with him for an hour, whatever. But by the time I got home, both cats were wedged underneath the bench seat in the back of my car and wouldn't come out. so that's cool. I got home probably about 7:30, maybe even a little bit before 7:30, and I didn't get the last cat out until 9 o'clock. And in between there, I had to tell the kids to get in bed. I kept having to go take care of the kids and then go check on the cat and see if I could lure him out, and it's a lot of fun. So now in my Amazon cart, I have 2 new cat carriers. Yep, I'm gonna throw the other one away. And really, it's that lady's fault. I think that's about it. I'm going to get everything put away and maybe take care of a couple of house things. I've got some dishes and laundry to do, and then I'm gonna work on Sweet Maple some more. So again, I will put the email contact down below for that chart if you'd like to pre-buy that chart. I don't have a release date. I'm working through the model, you know, pretty much as fast as I can because it's pretty much the only thing I'm working on, and then I'll send it back to Karen. So I hope you guys have, the dog is licking my elbow. I hope you guys are having a great stitchy week. I hope you're enjoying Stitch Mania. I originally thought I would be a little bit jealous of everyone doing Stitch Mania, but it really hasn't bothered me this year. I just, whatever. I do have an itch to start something new, but nothing in particular is jumping out at me. So it's not, I mean, maybe those mermaids, but not without switching fabric. So I don't know. I might just focus on Sweet Maple, obviously, but also the moose to get that done as quick as possible, just because it's not for me and I can just get it off my plate and out of the house. So yeah, that's about it. So keep plugging away at Stitch Mania. I have enjoyed seeing everybody's posts and watching videos that, you know, people are showing their projects off, so that's been fun. And I'll try to get you guys updated again in another week or so, especially with my progress on that model. So yeah, I don't see anything else sitting on the table yelling at me because I didn't take care of it, so I'm gonna go put all this away, which is never the fun, exciting part, right? Have a good day, guys.